Okay, so this is by request. What to do after a seller says yes. You can't really see the sign behind me. It's a little bad. Our next meeting is Thursday, June 4th, 2020, from 4 to 5:30 p.m. via Google Hangout. The link to register to RSVP or just to join is below. Um, that is number one. Number two, if you like these videos, click like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Share them. Make any comments. We respond to comments right away. I respond to comments right away. And if you have any requests for any videos, put in a request, and you can show up with an answer like I'm doing right now. So the request was, what do you do after a seller says yes? And it's really important in New York that you got to plant a few seeds before the seller speaks to his attorney. So I'll tell you what happens and then what these seeds are. The three seeds you need to plant are assignability, because standard contracts in New York are not assignable. This is assuming you want to wholesale. Two is to show the property, because you're not going to max out on your wholesale fee unless you can show it. And the third one is to negotiate how much of a deposit you're going to put down, because standard in New York is 10%. So there's specific language you should use, and I've discussed exactly what those are. I go into a lot more detail in my course. The link to the course is below also, and there is a special price till the end of May. It's on a huge discount. But what happens after the seller says yes is that their attorney is going to prepare a contract and send it to your attorney, and then there's negotiation. So you want to plant those three seeds, because if the seller hears from his attorney, hey, these guys only want to put down a small amount, this guy wants to show the property, and this guy wants it assignable, it's bad. But if you've spoken to the seller says to his attorney, I spoke about all these things, are fine. Usually the seller's attorney will be okay. So it's important to go through those things. So the seller's attorney sends the contract to your attorney, and then there's negotiation over these three things or any other things. It could be something specific, like whether you're going to take the property vacant or with a tenant. Exactly, is it going to need to be broom clean? There's all kinds of issues that happen on every deal. Usually you've tailored some solution to the seller, but that's going to all show up in the contract. You should even put in the contract that the seller has to allow you to show it a few times. That's helpful. If the seller then changes his mind or gets wind that you're wholesaling it, he's contractually obligated to let you show it. So that is what happens. Then when you agree, then you're going to send that contract back to the seller's attorney with EMD, the earnest money deposit, which is what you've negotiated, and then you're in contract. There aren't really a lot of outs in New York, right? You might have heard from other people that teach this in other states that you can just have an inspection contingency, but you can't in New York, because the inspection in New York gets done before the contract's signed. So it's tough, right? Because in New York, you can't really just get out of contract. The advantage is the seller can't get out of the contract either. So if you're in contract and you've negotiated all these things to show it, then you can show it and hopefully get the wholesale the deal. There have been deals that I've worked on where I thought I was going to wholesale them, and then for whatever reason I couldn't. So I close on every deal, and then I'll do the rehab myself, or I'll wholesale it or rehab at one of them. But if you look below, there's a lot of ways I can help you if you want to get started or you want to grow the business. So any way I can help you, look below. And again, the course special is only on for the remainder of May 2020. There is a coupon code below. I hope that answered the question. I know that if you've been learning how to do this from people in other states, it's a completely different planet in New York. I think I'm the only one teaching how to do it in New York. To learn that, you should sign up for the course. But I'm here to help in any way, because a lot of people have questions, and I know from the questions very often that they've been listening to people who do this outside New York, which is really different. There's huge advantages to doing it in New York, but it's very different, and there are some disadvantages. So again, comment below if you like it, and if you have any more questions, let me know.